Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lore Keeper Show with another D&D experts or, people who have played Dungeons and Dragons for a long time, whatever you want to call it at this point. I am Trevor, your Lore Keeper, here today with another YouTuber. It's actually the first time we're doing a sort of collab thing with another YouTuber that plays Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPGs and stuff like that. So if you want to introduce yourself.
YouTuber is not the words I would ever have used to describe myself ever in 20 years. I'm 30. Hi, I am Matthew at Scottish D&D. If you just look up at Scottish, you will find me everywhere. I've been using that name for so long. But I am now a D&D YouTuber, D&D TikToker, D&D streamer, and I do a ton of maps as well. I have many fingers in many pies, and we are here to see if we can look at our damn pen. See if we can either break the game or be broken by the game, I guess.
Yeah.
So here's hoping. Dice, sheet, books. If I open the book, then I'm on something. Just watch and see where that goes. But yeah, happily excited to be here.
Great.
The second game I'll be in today.
Is very exciting to have another person on this. It's very rare that I get to do this, but I always love doing it because, I think I've made more one shots than I can count, and that's okay.
I love a one shot. The problem is I, as a DM, have the worst case of let's see how far we can stretch things, and a one shot becomes a two shot because I couldn't shut up for 5 minutes.
That's fair. That is entirely fair. So, without any further ado, because, I'm just going to keep talking if I don't say that. Your character has been hunting down the Cult of the Bright Sun, which is a cult that worships the literal sun, and all of their followers have a weird kind of thing that's similar to like baptization.
Baptization?
Thank you. Baptism, yeah. Where they have to get blinded by the sun in order to be indoctrinated into the cult. Yeah, there's no other way to do that. And basically, you have found some new leads while searching for them for about 8 years now. You've been really working on this, and now you know that the one of their warlocks is doing a ritual in order to bring a monster that used to worship the god to aid them. And so that's kind of where you're at right now. However, I would like to ask, what kind of is a normal day for your character? And I'd also like you to ask you to describe your character and stuff.
He's, I'd say, short for a dwarf, certainly. He had a bit of a troubled streak back in the day. He was a guard in a city for quite a while, and he'd heard some stuff, seen some stuff, had definitely not the most morally upright, very morally grey in that regard. He's got some things. I'm just going to give up trying to mark this page. He's got like some, faded from back in the day. He's got some older tattoos, some of them from definitely things that he's no longer about. He's got like a little skull tattoo on the side of his head. He was definitely a bit of a runner in the time, but age has taken to him. He's still quite young in terms of dwarves, but you know, when you are say 100, you're only a quarter of the way through your life. So he's like 25 human terms. He's definitely at the age get to him, balding in certain places, so he's decided going to make the most of it. Decided to give himself a little bit of a mohawk from it.
Yeah.
Lets the beard grow out a bit because dwarves and beards. He needs a thick, big old bushy beard. He's going to collect some trinkets from back in the day as well now. Like ever since he found the cult, found out what was going on, and quit his job. There was put that there, problem solved. Quit the job as the guard. He's now constantly just wanderer looking for like the cult and any sort of information on it that he can. Very narrow focused. There's a trail of people who are blinded and dead along the way is definitely not something he's been about.
Yeah.
So for it, shed himself of his armor, try to get a bit more peaceful with things, and end up taking up a Mosaic. He took up a monk tradition. And that's helped him try to calm down and find that inner peace, but he does have that potential to blow off the handle from time to time. With a sort of intimidating look as well. He's like really deep set eyes and like thick eyebrows and huge beard with like beads that are not so much beads as anything that he could find, like small bird skull or something in there, just like a little bit of decoration. But overall, he's quite quiet and content until he has to be. One of those menacingly quiet types.
Yeah. That is definitely the classic type for many people in this town where you live. No one really talks to each other. And if anyone does, it's probably because they, met once at like a bar or something. That's about it. So, you've been just kind of doing your thing, and you got kind of an inside scoop. There's one person that who has been good friend of yours, pretending to be part of the cult. Has been wearing like this like same armor that they wear, because there's a couple of there's like these Cult of the Bright Sun knights, and these knights have this like black armor with these like big helmets that have like gold different insignias and all of that stuff, and it's a little bit easier to kind of protect the eyes from being seen, so that maybe if you want to hide in the cult, you don't have to be blind.
It's like I get tremor sense.
Or blind sight.
Yeah. What's my guy's name? Just so I know, like the friend's name.
Oh, your friend's name. Yeah. Marcus Vwaine, which is Vwaine. VWAYNE.
I bet that looks real good in cursive.
Yeah, Marcus Vwaine. So that's how he signs all of his checks.
It's like Russian cursive. What does that say?
Yeah. He's this like very very old like elf who like most of the times when you've seen him outside of the armor, you've seen him with this like very very white skin, long, white Dumbledore Gandalf like beard, um, with this like white, um, salt and pepper hair, and this time around, he hasn't come to talk to you as much as he has sent you a message. Um, and basically, what you know is that he wasn't put on this particular mission. He was just informed of it because the cult tends to have meetings about their missions with their highest members, and Marcus has gotten his way into being a higher member. Um, and so, while this meeting was going on, he basically was informed that they are trying to bring back a monster that was killed by um, previous people who were attacking the cult. And this monster has only really been talked about in this sort of like legend kind of way of like a being that can control fire and is as tall as a mountain and stuff like that. Seems like they really don't know what they're talking about. Um, Either way, they have decided to get the warlock of the sun to go ahead and bring back this ancient beast. And so there's some kind of ritual going on. And on the back of this message, this letter, you have a map that is going to tell you where to go so that you can find where the ritual is taking place.
Is it like in an area that I know, or is it like, the backwater of the backwater?
Give me a history check.
Oh yeah, this is where we see just how poorly I can roll. Let's see, history. Where it's in alphabetical order, Matthew. That's a 0. Fantastic. Well, that's an 11 in the end of the day.
All right, with an 11, yeah, you're thinking back, you don't travel often, but what you do realize is that where it is taking place is sort of a there's not a lot of like churches in town, and in fact you're realizing very quickly, oh, this is a little bit outside of town. And as you look more, you're like, oh. And you remember there being a church that had a history of being destroyed a lot of the time. Whether it was there was a war that happened once where the church was blown up. There was a like wizard who was found in there that caused this like wild magic explosion. That place has just been sent to ruin. Um, and it is worse for wear. That's the most of what you know is it's just like it is worse for wear. You have like no idea how half of the walls are even still standing in that place.
In Scotland, we just call that the countryside.
I can imagine.
Yeah, there's a
What'd you
rather
say?
oldish place. I said, yeah, so it's like a rather oldish place. That's out the roads. Trying to doesn't realize where it is, what's going on.
Yeah, you mean you've got this map, so like it's gonna tell you the way, but it might be a little bit, hard to gauge certain things. Um But I mean, is there anything like to do before you start on your journey?
Uh, Druth has absolutely nothing in terms of money to his name. Good old 4 gold pieces, ladies and gentlemen. What he'll do instead is he'll pack up everything else that he really needs. In this case here, a spare mace, a spare manacle, some smith's tools, and a portable ram, because you never know when you need a portable ram, apparently. Starting equipment. But he'll just kind of pack
Just for
everything up
reference,
and
a portable ram in this sense means the literal animal, right?
no, this means FBI open up.
Oh, that kind of ram.
Yeah, because if I can't run up the building, I can always kick in the door. But with a -1 in strength, it's more like trying. But the remnants of the old guard days are still there, and it's Sally is what he beautifully calls it, has busted through many a doors in her time, and if there's a door that he can't quite open, well, Sally is what they call a universal key. She opens any doors. So Sally and Bag is gonna guesses, takes a little walk round, and very much takes the long way out of town because he's got lost looking at this little map already.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Oh, I got a +3 in that. That should be good, right? That's a 10. That's a 13.
Ooh. You're looking at me with like a pleading look.
Oh no, it's just set the bar already.
And like you start like kind of just like walking around like you do walk in a circle for like a quick second. And you're like, oh, nope, I did just kind of walk in a circle.
That's Denise's house. I've been here before.
And eventually you get to his building. So yeah, now you're at this door to the building itself. It's locked. So
What is we looking at? I'm trying to get a sheet of paper. I know that for a fact. What are we looking at in terms of facade? We got like 1 door and like 10 windows. What's the deal?
Yeah, so it's a old like this church building has not been used, as you know, in a long time for what it was meant for. There used to be windows. I say that because of the previous explosions. There are no windows now. They've been boarded up by rock and molder and such, and so this house or this building is not really in use. There's basically just one window that is still there, and it is too tall for you to look through. It is just like up at it is even if you were like 6 feet tall, it is up at the top. And you got like one
Monk
like
feature
double
level 9, acrobatic movement without armor or shield. I can move on vertical surfaces or across liquids. So we'll just run up the wall and like, grab the sides.
Yeah, I just because of how uneven, shall we say, these rocks are, I will need acrobatics or athletics, one of the two.
Right. I have a good acrobatics, right? Very good acrobatics. So let's see how this goes. That's dirty 20.
Hey, yeah, you're like, and like you make sure, even though you like climbed up in a way that was a little bit like fast, you made sure to be like, okay, that rock is definitely unstable. If I step on that, I'm going to fall. You even do like you climb up and like you move your hand just in the nick of time as one of the rocks falls in through the building, not onto the floor behind you. Um, so it does fall in through the building, and then you get up to the window. The window is this like circular kind of window that exists in a lot of churches.
It's got like big circular Gothic one with like the pattern that kind of makes it little swirls and crosses. Another ones, yeah.
Yeah. You know exactly the ones. You're looking through and you see these black armored knights with the insignia of the Cult of the Bright Sun, which is this like it's this black circle with another gold circle around it, and in the center there is this like sun design with this like angry looking face, as if it's always frowning upon the world, or angry with the world. And there is this red circle, a big red circle with a tiny little symbol in the center, and the warlock of the sun, who is wearing this like he's this like tiefling warlock, is like red tiefling with a blue style armor with gold kinds of insignias and such, and like this red-ish cape, as he like raises his hands. Make a perception check with advantage.
Oh hell yeah! Advantage. Perception. No, this is regular fun. We also got a plus 8 in there. Oh, it's a natural 20 for 28.
Hey, Nat. There we go. Yeah, you are able to hear some. First question: what languages do you speak?
I sprechen the common, the goblin, the dwarvish, and the draconic.
Cool. This is not a language that you speak in. This is weird infernal type shit. And you're listening in and you're like, I don't know what these words mean. But there's some kind of like seance ritual whatever going on, and the circle lights up, as since it took you a little bit longer to get there, you were not able to beat the ritual before it finished. And you see this. Give me a history check.
History is. Don't know much about history. Hey, that's a 16.
Hey. Yeah, you look and you see a fire giant. This female fire giant with this like
Go on. Big muscles. Yeah. Just want a piece.
Oh no. Yeah, he's got this like long fiery hair, as most fire giants tend to have like hair that is literally on fire. About about like close to definitely over 20 feet tall.
Mhm.
It's definitely like the building is like um tall enough to hold her, which is good. But definitely makes a good bit of sound on that destroyed gravel with this flaming sword in hand, and like got like this armor, and she also has that insignia that the other knights have on their chests of that black with the angry yellow sun in the center. Um, and like the warlock is like cackling as it this being gets brought back as the um cult like ancient circle kind of gets destroyed because she literally came up from the ground and brought through it. So yeah, now it's there. You
Kind
see
of
this through the window.
looking through the window and looking at the church area, and I'm looking on the inside. I have a mental image of this place personally, but are we looking at like uh looking at like an altar at the side at the front, and then like two rows of pews and the center channel down the middle? We're looking at one of those standard churches types, albeit age has hit it considerably.
Well, so I'll mention that there are no pews. They're all gone.
Woodworkers got to work, I understand.
um,
So got an
yeah, but
altar down the bottom.
there is
Uh,
a like kind of altar-esh kind of door thing, as well as obviously the door that is underneath you. Um,
as I
yeah.
look around, can I see just roughly?
hmm
Curiosity kills the cat more than anything. Um, can I see how they got in? Can
Can you see what?
I see how they got in?
How
Like, is there
they
like
got
another
in?
back? Is there like another back door or something, or is it like there's a like underground channel or what?
Yeah. Give me investigation.
Investigation. I got myself on there. Uh, oh man, you really know how to pick the absolute zeros.
Mhm.
10,
Hey, middle of the road.
literally.
Yeah. You look around. Um, the best thing that you can judge is that there's this sort of like back um wall that has this like hole in it. You're like, that's probably where they got in.
Ah, sweet. So if I'd have just walked around the back of the building, I'd have been able to get in. Hmm. I'm a smart man, but I'm not a smart man. So center of the room, there's a this and a this. There's some people dotted around. There's a fire giant here. I went to write fire giant and wrote fart. Yep. As I look around, so I'm currently specking 1x fire giant, one warlock,
And
and
4 guards.
4 guard. They looking to be like heavily armored? We talking like
Yeah.
plate mail or
They look to be. They're not like the. They're not like the ones that your friend is. Your friend has like that like plate, like very heavily armored. These ones are a little bit less so. There's like more like chain shirt level. Um, and so they are still knights, but they have a little bit less armor, a little bit probably lower class, you could say.
yeah? So they're probably the just standard grunt type. So, having seen this, watching what's going on, and listening in a little bit, looking at it, Chris, well, wow, this is the one time I wish I'd have brought some rope. Ah, if only I knew. If only I knew. So, well,
you could always use your battering ram on the door.
Yeah, I know the idea was if I had some rope, I'd use the battering ram and tied some rope to that and tied it to the window D&D players are the most creative people. I literally just dropped that to knock the door. But oh, who kicked in the door? Who knows? God, if only I had. What I will do is I will like hold on to like the little window on the side and like grab my bag and like twist it in such a way that it's down, but I still have the control. Hook it up with my foot and like reach in and like grab this like old rusty ass mace that like I don't use, and I'll look at it and as I look in and like try and just toss it over onto the side, and then to like watch and just see, like kind of stealthy, like hold on to like one side and just kind of see where everybody seems to look, see if it gauges anybody's attention.
Are you throwing the mace through the window?
Yeah, I'm assuming there's no glass in the window or such.
There is glass in that window. That is.
Oh boy. Let's probably should have asked for that. In that case, if there's glass in the window, stealth would be completely gone at that point there. So instead, we'll still go and take the mace, take it, and we'll like smash the window with the mace, and then just kind of shout in, "Object!"
like in a wedding.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You. It's very easy to break a window. Especially a window that has been through some stuff.
In fact, there's no glass in that window. It's a surprising part.
Yeah, that glass has survived some pretty bad stuff, but now that glass has just kind of had its last day. As you through the window, you like put your little hands right there, and you like say that I object, and the first person to look up or look, because they can't see, they can see because they have blind sight, but that's about their range of that, but they look up, and the fire giant is looking, not, you get my point, looking directly at you.
So, do you come here often? Because if so, I'm going to class this as a place of interest and be watching carefully. Oh, look at the giant. Don't mind us, darling. We've got a sorted history. We'll get to you. And I'll kind of look on down at the warlock. Is that like a guy I know? Is that a name I know? Or is just talking at his ass right now?
Well, so first I'll mention is in your message that you got, literally the guy was labeled as Warlock of the Sun. It doesn't seem like he has a name.
Talk about being named for the job you're going to
do. And other than that, give me a history check. Yeah, I call it history. Wouldn't call it insight because you're not trying to.
Oh, that is a 19.
Hey, yeah, you look at this guy, you're like, oh yeah, he was like about like 5 years back. You remember that he was someone that like summoned a bunch of like big old fire ants, but you never ended up fighting him. You just fought the fire ants.
So then, like, as I look at it and realize, and you just really like playing with fire, don't you? Summoning ants one weekend, big women the next. Do you not have any other hobbies?
You think that you can stop the sun?
I can try.
Let's see how well you do.
So they're gonna like, just sitting there like, how did you expect me to answer that one? I'm not Mr. Burns. I don't have that technology. So, like, if you would kindly unlock the door so I can unlock this can of whoop-ass on you, that'd be fantastic. Don't make me run round the building. Because I'm pretty high up.
You see, like, the fire giant takes, like, a hammer out of her kind of belt of many different hammers, and just throws it at the door. Whoop! As it kind of just explodes. How's that?
Like, she feels like she's standing there as like she pulls out the hammer and throws it, looks at it like, I like your thinking. I too have a hammer. We could talk in great detail about the benefits of the forge, but just then like kind of like immediately lets go and like runs down the building again, kind of avoiding all those little like footholds that were dodgy. You know, like who walks into the front and like looks at the hammer, looks at the woman. So
she looks a lot taller now.
So if you'd like to just stand over there, yeah, just 5 or 10 minutes. Just, you know, and I'll take care of him, and then like you and me can like we can. Do you like Elven music?
Persuasion check.
13 plus 1 for 14. Really trying not to fight a fire giant at this moment in time.
She looks at you. It's the first words that you're hearing her say. Well, it's been a long time since I've been around here. And I am not going to let a little man ruin the plans of the great sun. She raises her sword above
I
her
get the
head.
feeling this is a failure. So I have a thing for this.
Oh?
And yeah, it's part of my draconic subclass. I think it's my level 7. It's not aspect of the worm, wings unfurled, not patient defense. This is like 3 separate sheets I had to put together. Acrobat evasion, empowered strike, slow fall, monk subclass, deflect attacks, breath of the dragon. Oh yeah, it is actually draconic disciple. It's level 3. I learned to write draconic. Once per long rest, I can use my reaction to reroll a failed charisma, intimidation, or persuasion check.
Yeah.
So we'll turn round to her and just go like, please.
Reroll?
12.
You got worse than you did the first time.
Yeah.
The please makes it worse. The please is like, oh, now you're begging.
Yes, I am.
Roll initiative. First to go in this battle is the fire giant.
Oh, mommy.
She is going to walk right up to you and take her first swing. With her sword. First sword attack is going to be a 24.
If I said that misses, would you believe me?
No.
Okay, glad to see we're on that. Yeah, 24 definitely hits.
Yep. And so that is going to be that much. Yeah, I've played these games before.
Can't blame a man for asking.
You can't. That is going to be a total of 12 slashing and 10 fire damage.
10 slashing, 12 fire. Doesn't really. 10 and 12 for the total damages, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Resistances aren't here yet, so I am total of 24 damage so far.
Yep. And then another sword attack coming at you. It's gonna be a 22.
Yeah.
So
I ain't got my reaction yet, so I just got to take all this.
it's gonna be another 17 points of slashing and only 6 points of fire.
Okay. 23 and 20. 45 total.
It is your turn.
Oh, reaction back. Yeah. Okay. As part of my draconic disciple, it's not draconic disciple, part of the subclass, I'm pretty sure. There's one of them, and it's completely free to do. Make my first attack against this woman as I kind of take my hand back, and as I do, bring it forward. Enough speed and power behind it starts to build up its own force. But instead, it's going to watch as ice starts to pull through it. I'm going to try and hit her. With plus 12 to hit. Natural 7, dirty 19? Dirty 19.
Yeah, 19 will hit.
For... yeah, no. So... Oh wait, yeah. 2, 3, 4... 6 cold damage, unless she is, like, vulnerable?
She is vulnerable.
Oh! Thank God. So that then doubles from... I said that was like 2, 3, 4, 5... So that was 7, so 14. Just to calculate right, I've got a plus 5 to my damage. So yeah, plus 7, 14 as he hits for the first one. And I am going to try... we'll crack that over, and I need a con save from her. DC is 18.
It's going to be a total of 23.
Right. Going to take my second attack. A natural 15. So I know for a fact that's going to hit with a plus 12 for 27 to hit. Then 5 on the dice, 10 doubling. Does it double the dice? Just double the dice, yeah.
You doubled the number.
Ah, cool. So it is a 10 cold, and then vulnerability. I think we double that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because it's cold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be 20.
I'm just not. Yep. I'm just not used to being on this end of the making the attacks rolls.
Yeah, you're good.
As a bonus action, I am going to create a 10-foot aura, aspect of the worm, monk level 11. And I am going to give myself resistance to fire damage.
Cool.
As part of this, so she hits like a motherfucker. But
Smart. Smart man.
As I give her the old left and the old right, and like, you know, at this point here, it's like a puppy biting someone's shoes. He's just like punching what's essentially this giant shin with cold damage. Is that a nerve yet? Have I hit a nerve yet?
She looks a little, like, angry, but it's also one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's again like a chihuahua biting at humans' legs.
I would do a giant, and then 2 is breath. I'll just keep track of a combat order as well, so I can think about what I need to do. But yeah, with that one there, action, bonus action, movement's going to invoke an attack of opportunity. Well, she might have range, like she is now my absolute focus. So, cool. Well, just going to stand there and realise that he's in it now, and his mind is like, yep, this is it. That's place now. And end turn over to whomsoever is next.
Great. Yeah, so the warlock is going to go. Yeah, so you see him kind of say some more infernal words, and fire erupts around you. I'm gonna need a charisma save.
He's a warlock, you couldn't just use Eldritch Blast like any other warlock. Charisma was that?
Yes.
Okay, got +1 on these bad boys. Well, there's a 9 or 10.
That's gonna be a fail.
Yep.
It is gonna be a total of 15 fire. You can half that because you used your resistance, of course.
Fire.
Yep, so yeah, you take some fire damage as it singes around you. Warlock's got nothing else much to do with his life. And then the knights go. They pull out these swords that are like jet black with this like sun, little bit of a glow on them. One of them tries to hit you with a 17.
Just misses.
And the other one got a 23.
Have a reaction on that one there.
Okay.
It is deflect energy, which is deflect attack. So as a reaction, when I take damage from an attack roll, I can reduce it by 1d10 plus monk level plus dex mod. If reduced to 0, it's originator attack creature that I can see. I give a focus point, and they make a dex save or take 2 times my martial arts die plus mod. So I'm going to use my reaction to deflect that attack.
Okay.
And what's the damage?
12 slashing.
12 slashing, right. So it's a 1d10 plus monk level plus dexterity. Do you really want me to roll to see that? Yeah, so just for the fun of it, 18, 19, 20, 21, fully deflected.
Yeah.
So the creature needs to make a dex save against, it's that sort of slash, and enamored by the big blue, and kind of sees it coming in his peripheral vision. He's like, nah. He like throws it away with the sidearm.
Yeah. So you said dex save?
Yeah, dex save DC 18.
It's an 8 on the die. So that's a fail.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's got a plus 10 mod.
He has a plus 0.
In there.
So that's a fail.
15 points of slashing damage as the fire is deflected back at him.
Yeah, so they're just gonna stand there. And it is, after all that, back to the fire giant.
Oh, I said please.
She is going to step back a bit.
A 9 on the die plus 12, 21?
Yeah.
21. Well, I hate myself so much for that. Again, still on that cold. 5 on the die, plus 5 on the mod. So 10 to 20, and I'm gonna request another con save from a stunning strike.
Cool.
Pretty sure, just do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be another 22.
Right.
Yeah, she steps back and she is going to throw one of her hammers at you.
Smashing.
It's gonna be a 15.
Total?
Yeah, it's total.
Ah, that misses.
Yeah,
Praise be to whatever god I praised.
hammer flies by you, hits the wall, and the wall, like a couple of the pieces fly back.
Brush up, but this is sacred grounds, you know.
The only sacred ground is what the light touches! Try and hit you with her sword. That's a 22.
Yep.
It's gonna be... Ooh, that was awful. Awful. It's only gonna be 8 slashing. And 6 fire. But it is your turn now.
Okay. I am going to bonus action use my Step of the Wind. Okay, this is where things get real fun, real quick, real fast. Bonus action, Step of the Wind. Going to burn a key point that lets me roll 2 rolls my martial arts die to gain hit points back as part of my level 11 feature. So a 7 and a 7, total of 14 back, which is nice. Just double checking these as well. Is that the one I think? That's at level 10, sorry. Sorry, it's Patient Defense it does this one, I think. It is, yeah, apologies, my bad. Patient Defense. I spend a focus point for Patient Defense, bonus action, and I gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 2 rolls of my martial art dice. My temp hit points is actually up by 14, but temp is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Because that's bonus action to do that, I'm going to use it as a bonus action to dash. And because it is Patient Defense, I'm doing that one there. Take it as a bonus action, or since I had to use a key point, I'm taking as a bonus action dash and disengage, because I am literally speed. Turns my speed to 100, and he is going to run past the big yell.
Yeah.
and will immediately take 2 attacks. He just like kind of runs, and as he does, like, you know, jumps off some of like the destroyed stuff. Will immediately like turn in the air, do a little jump, swing his hips to try and kick the warlock directly in the chops. That's
Yeah.
his first attack. It's a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
So as he kind of like comes in first time, cold damage, and just kicks the guy square in the jaw right there. So then cold damage. Second attack is an 18 natural
Yeah, that'll hit.
for an additional 7 cold on top of that. As he first does that kick, and as he does, as he gets him in the face, he'll then like immediately flick back with his heel and just like try to crack him on the other side of the jaw.
Yeah.
Nothing better than your jaw being broken in 3 places.
Yeah, that one, I'm gonna need a dex save.
Oh, he hit me with a hellish rebuke. Off the edge and rolled a 2.
Oh no!
So, I have evasion, so it's still half damage, then resistance.
Cool. That's going to be a total of 8 fire damage before your resistances and all that.
So 8 turns to 4, turns to 2.
Yeah.
I want to give this guy a hug and ask him if it was worth it. An EOT to the warlock himself.
Yeah. You see as he looks at you, it's kind of like it's very I guess the word wouldn't be impressed, but interested. He is going to raise his hand, and this flame blade comes and appears in it. And try and slash at you with it.
Yep.
It's a total of 19 to hit.
19 to hit. Well hit.
26 points of fire damage before your thing.
Hey, 13.
Just kind of.
They're like hot potato and it like ah! The beard.
It's gonna be the end of his turn. These guards are like, he left. Only one of them is gonna try and punch you twice.
Oh.
So, one of those is a 14.
Assuming that's total.
Yeah, 14 is total. So that's a miss.
That's a miss.
But the other is a nat 20.
I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to deflect that one as best I can. Yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction to deflect that one because that has the potential. So it's a dex save of you roll your damage first so we know the deductions.
Yep. It's gonna be. Gonna be a total of 20 bludgeoning.
Okay. 20 bludgeoning. Is there anything else on top of that, or is it just straight 20 bludgeoning?
Just straight 20 bludgeoning.
I need a 7 or higher to make this work. So, 9!
Hey!
Straight up negates it. I'm gonna burn a point on that one there. Takes me to 9 key points. And I get to redirect it for 2d10 plus dex. So 6, 7. Oh, I get 6s. Don't you stop. 13 plus dex makes it a 16 as he swings that to me. He swings that to Brithlick. Brithlick immediately negates it, like right in his face with the back. And then realizes, it's like, shit, I can't do that again. And she's coming.
So that's is it a dex save you said?
Yeah. Safe. Yeah, he makes a dex save against my DC of 18.
Cool. Now, because that hit was a nat 20, I am going to give him advantage on this because it makes sense to me.
Look.
Even with advantage, that's a 15.
I don't know what it's like to be on that side.
So that's gonna be 16 damage to him, you said?
Yep.
Alright. Cool. And now it is going to be the giant. She is going... go right up here about... Actually, I'm just gonna go a little bit more. There we go. Everyone's around you.
It's just like my wildest dreams.
Oh, gosh, again. That's a nat 20.
This is Ralph like I'm on the bus. In danger.
Nat 20 sword. The slashing damage is 24.
Okay.
And the fire damage is 24 as well before your resistances and all that.
Cool. 12, which is 36. Yeah. That's, I see where this is going. 45. Cool.
Yep, that's your turn now.
Right. Okay, not everybody that I wanted, but enough. So on my first go around, I'm gonna take the giant, and I'm gonna do some walking away quick, like about one in the face or the thigh. That is a 3 on the dice. It's a 15 to hit total.
15 misses.
So like, can kind of move back, and as he does, go. And as he sneezes out, I'm going to use my... I have a thing for this. I know it's... I'm going to use my Breath of the Dragon, which is 2 of my focus points.
Cool.
And I am going to... Yeah?
What is the, range?
When I take the attack action, I can swap one attack for... And I think how it is... I think I can get everybody in a 20-foot cone, right?
Yeah, that should be everyone here besides this guy.
Yep. So a 20-foot cone. They all need to make dex saves. I don't need to use focus points in this. This sheet's so dumb. You can use a proficiency bonus amount of times per day. And that's just one of my attacks. Yeah, that's just So I'm gonna take that, and that is 3 roll on martial arts die.
Right.
So
while you're doing that, I'm gonna do the dex saves.
Yep, DC is I time.
Okay.
Where's my weight beat now?
All the guards fail. 5 fire giant. That's going to be a 19, which saves.
So it is a total of 14 damage total, half on a pass, but I guess since she is vulnerable to the cold, it's still going to be 14 for her regardless.
Yeah, so she takes 14, so do the guards, and a little bit of fun flavor here for me. I have one of my favorite home brewed rules here. This is a good thing for you and a bad thing for me. Nat 1 saves for a bad guy mean that they take double the damage.
Oh yeah.
Because the warlock got a nat
1. You fighting bastard, yeah.
So that's gonna be 14.
28.
Yep, that's gonna be 28 to him.
Going to hit the bonus action and gonna dish out a beautiful flurry of blows. So natural 10, natural 8, natural 18 for the lowest number there is going to be dirty 20, dirty 30, and 22.
All of those will hit.
He's so strong.
I will also say you do get an attack of opportunity from the warlock since you moved out of his range.
Yeah.
But let's see. So that's gonna be takes out his blade. It's gonna be a 19 to hit.
You know what? You know, warlock's getting on my nerves. As he goes to swing, and I'm gonna like, just like he swings, just gonna see that, and kind of like lean back, ballerina style, and like use his toe to like flick the blade back in his face for like a deflect energy. It's like backbreaking. Don't know how he's managed to do it. His leg just gains an extra foot. As we twang that back at the boy, using my reaction very early.
Yeah, it's only gonna be 5 radiant damage.
Okay, so I'm burning the point on there. I actually probably will use my reaction pretty soon. So the threat attack can reduce it by 1d10 plus monk level. You said he's going to do 13 radiant, so...
5, I said.
Oh, 5, so completely negated. I burn a key point to throw it back in his face as 2d10 plus dex. 13 damage back in his face.
He has to get an 18 on the die in order to save this.
Yep.
That's an 8 on the die, so that's fail.
So he takes that damage straight back in his face.
What is it?
God, it was 13.
13. Okay.
And then I will take
your damage at the fire giant now.
6, 4, 4, 14 plus 14 plus 15 for 29, then doubled.
29 doubled, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Yeah, you deal 58 damage to this person.
So we'll have tried that, came back, went, get away to the back with that kick, and then walked in and just went bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you wall up and like, you surprisingly just kind of like step up, boom, right in the face, and like you see her hair go a little white.
So kind of a flavor, like, run up and give her them on as like, the hair goes white and like, comes down and like looks at her. And...
It's gonna be the warlock. Warlock is look a little bit worse for wear. He's gonna try and hit you with a scorching ray. It's an 18.
Yep.
17 fire before your resistance.
8, 9.
And then the guards. Still can't hit you, but 3 of them can. So 3 of them will try and hit you. Oh, that's awful. Awful rolls. So, one of them got a... Let's see. Well, first off, the highest one of these rolls is a total of 12.
Oh! I just didn't need to survive a fire giant.
Yeah, so all of them miss. Just gonna go right to the fire giant. She again is gonna back up.
I'm gonna swing at her.
Yep.
That's the case. Nice. Oh, that's in that one. So, yes, that's a 1 because the 7's right next to it. Yep. That's,
high or low?
Oh, are we really gonna play this game? Really? High.
You're like trying to like swing her, and you entirely misjudge where her foot was gonna be, and you just hit the ground with your hand. Like take like 2 bludgeoning. So you kind of like ow. Yeah, so you take 2 bludgeoning as you hit the ground with your hand.
I meant to do that. I'm showing you mercy, you see, because I really like you, and you know I think we've just got off on the wrong foot. Literally.
Ooh, that is gonna be a dirty 30.
Okay. Alright.
So I'm going to need a dex save.
17 on the die, plus 8. Now, I'm very good at math. I think that's a 25.
That will save. You do not get thrown 15 feet back.
Okay. I was like, what's going on there? I'm okay.
But you still do take 10 points of force damage as
she's playing this game.
As the hammer just kind of in your chest for a second, and then it falls to the ground and makes a dent in the ground.
Well, step of the wind, burning the key point.
Mm-hmm.
Use 7 of his 13, got 6 left. Because of that one there, he also gains a fly speed equal to walking speed because of his wings unfurled.
Cool.
So at this moment in time, I have a fly speed of 100. And so as he kind of stands there, and like as he launches himself forward and hands out, as the hands come out like this dragon wings seem to like mold onto his back as he flies forward. As he does, will like boot up almost like one of those like really old films. You think the plane's about to crash, then it comes crashing over the hill just barely. He's going down with like 2 fists up, and as he does, he is going to go ahead and burst attack on the giant woman.
Do you get any attacks of opportunity, or do you negate those?
because I burnt a key point, I both dash and disengage at the same time.
Cool.
So first attack is a 12 on the die, which is another 12 for a total of 24.
Yep.
As he just 3 plus that, 8, 16 points of damage. As he comes on up with the first one, will fly up 15 foot above head and will go ahead and will immediately burn another one of his proficiency bonus ones, Breath of the Dragon, and I believe I'm too high to get anyone else in that now, so rather than a cone, I'll do a line. One big fat patsy cline of ice damage, cold damage coming right up, as I require a dex save from the big yell.
How big is the line?
It is a 30-foot line that's 5 foot wide.
Okay, so then, and you're right about here.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to center it on her, like Dragon Ball Z style, just like drill her.
Yep. Yeah, you get everyone but the Warlock.
Okay, I'll take that.
So is it a dex save?
Yep, dex saves all around.
Great. Flat for everyone but her.
What do you mean, but her?
Because she has a plus.
Oh.
They don't.
Panics and dwarvish over.
It's a flat 11 for 2 of the guards. It's gonna be a 15 for another guard. 8 if all the guards fail. Fire Giant got a nat 20. So she forfs the damage.
Okay, so
but is this cold damage?
yeah, all cold. That's my draconic essence right now.
Cool, so she is just halving the damage then.
Okay, so
Because the nat 20 for me, that's another home rule, forfs the damage. If it's a save, that is also for you as well. If you get a nat 20 on a save, you will forfeit the damage.
yeah, so we got an 8, a 5, and a 3, so a total of 16 cold damage to all those who failed.
Cool, so then she will take half of that.
So she taketh an 8.
Yes. So that, and you said 16 to the other guys.
16 to anybody else that failed.
Cool. 2 of the guards go down.
Fatality.
Yeah, you fly out there. You go right about this 49.
I'll be back! Stay there!
That's 10, 9.
I just need to pee!
Yep, so yeah, right up, you go, and you go right out here. He's gonna do himself a favor and cure wounds himself. Guards are gonna go. I don't have much they can do. One's gonna go there, that one's gonna go there. And Giant take 2 couple steps that way. And a couple steps this way. Gonna try and hurl her hammer at you. Actually, yeah, she can do that. That's gonna be a 10.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a miss. And yeah, so then actually, sorry, that was a 14, but still misses.
Use my reaction to get back some martial arts die.
Okay.
So, oh shit, no, that is an axion. That is actually worse. Actually, don't think about it. Action, get back to thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I get 6, I'm good. I haven't used one yet. So, going to bonus action, as I'm kind of sitting there and as he's like thinking about it for a minute, breath in and out, breath in and out, breath in and out. He's gonna like, channel that inner quiet once more. It's like the little skull tattoo on his face glows, and I am going to invoke the Eldritch Claw tattoo, which will, as a bonus action, give me. So I invoke the bonus action of it, which will give me 15-foot reach and 1d6 additional force damage.
Ooh.
So got a little bit of reach now. It's a bonus action, so my reach is now plus 15 reach, 1d6 force. Grab myself a d6 for that now. And from that one there was me bonus action. Gonna at this point now, like, gonna run round to like the side of the church a little bit, just to try and try and make it look like I've fled. But I'm gonna run to the battle map true to form. Should I assume what I see is what I see?
Yes.
So there'd be a hole in the ceiling, right?
Hole in the ceiling, you say?
Yeah, there'd be a hole in the roof where I could like see down.
Yes, yeah.
I'm gonna run up onto the roof, like up the walls and like onto the roof, and like sit there for a little moment. Essentially to give myself some full cover, if you will. And goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Well,
you did. Yeah, you spent your full movement getting to right about there, but you are above them.
Yeah, 20 foot above. So I'm gonna roll a stealth check. If that's okay, to try and hide. A +8. Rules. Yeah, I need a 15. So let's see. That's a 15 on the dice. That is, you can't make that shit up.
Wow.
15 plus 8 for 23. And it's kind of like observing what happens next with the Silent Avenger, the Batman. He just like watches them and tries to get an idea as to what happens next, hoping that they run out the door looking for him, so he can get like a cool, cool Power Rangers fly kick to the face.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, so Warlock first is gonna run out the door here. These guys are also gonna go out here. Kind of confused on where you went. Fire Giant saw you go that way, but it's not really gonna... No, that's not her. She's here. There we go. Yeah, go right about here. That's about where they are. At the end of all of their turns, not doing any attacks.
Okay. Gonna on my turn, once more burn a key point. Give myself temporary hit points. So, patient defense is bonus action, empowered for 10 temporary hit points. That gives me dodging and disengaging. So is gonna run towards the edge of the roof, and as he does, gonna jump on her, and he's gonna do like the world's greatest like jump up, like Bruce Lee type kick, as he starts coming down with like the foot and just the heel ready to dig it into the back of the fire giant's head, as he's like jump up, moon catches, great shadow, really cool, camera comes out, letterbox, crank that frame rate all the way right up to get that slow motion all the way right in.
Give me a performance check if you'd be so kind.
I got a +1 in that. 17 total.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, you got some cool stuff going on right now.
And we'll proceed to put the kick on the back of the fire giant. Would I have advantage on this, I wonder?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, ladies and gentlemen at home, we are hoping for the nat 20. We are praying for the nat 20. Natural 14 and a natural 16, so sadly a 28 for the first attack.
That will hit.
Still cold. 8 plus 5 for 13 to 26. As he tries to bring it down onto her head with all of the heart.
You feel like the fire that's around, that's all of her hair, goes crisp white as you see just and she goes down.
Fatality.
And it's like kind of like comes on down as he does like ride the lightning type deal as he comes down, looking at the warlock, and as he does, takes this like deep breath in, and then immediately just exhales a straight line of cold through the warlock and his two guards, which I think is my like final time being able to do that, I think, before I need to use key points. So as comes down on her and as she hits the ground, and as he's doing that, you know, with the ice cold damage kind of firing through, I am hoping and praying for some dex saves.
Yeah.
This is the 30-foot line version.
Cool. Yeah, so you'll get all of these guys.
We got 16 total damage. No, that's 9 and 9 is 18. People trust me to do hit points, and I'm horrible at math. I had to add a 9, an 8, and a 1, and came up with 16. That's 18 points of cold damage as he like comes down on that one there, still riding the fire giant.
Yeah, the guards are looking rough. The warlock is a little bit better than he would have been because of the healing that he did 2 rounds ago.
And so we'll look at the warlock as it comes down and does all that. And, you know, champion's been bested. Is it maybe just time that you hang up the evil cloak and you settle down with the wife and the kids and the happy little farmstead after a 3 to 5 year stint in prison? You know.
Give me intimidation with advantage.
14.
Total?
Oh, 14 total. I got a +1.
Cool.
Wait, do you say intimidation?
Yeah, intimidation.
Oh, I got a +6 in there. Yo, it's a 19 actually.
With a 19 beating an 18. Warlock is impressed and also scared. The other two guards. This one flees. This one is gonna stay. The warlock himself is going to look up at the sun that is behind the clouds. Give me a insight check.
That there is a 6 total.
It is a weird little thing here. You look at him, you look at the sun, and you swear that the sun is shaking in disapproval. Which is
Listen.
It's like that can't be right. That absolutely. But you're like, no, apparently that is right. And the warlock sighs in anger. He is going to look at the guard. You. Try and finish him nicely. I have to report back. Warlock is going to leave.
Ah, shit, I used my reaction already.
The guard is the only one left.
So it's like covered in like blood and like scorched on blood at that. Like it is burnt and cracked and dry. His beard's a little bit singed. His clothes are baked. Like he moves certain ways. You can hear the clothes like crack and such. He's like looks at the guard, nose bloodied, like goes to like a kneel, like come on, but instead it's just it's like just get it over.
He's gonna walk up to you, just make sure that I can. Yep, does that. He's gonna try and punch you at first. That is a 16.
Literally just misses.
And
But you know.
the sword. That is a 22.
You know we're gonna have to deflect that.
Okay.
One whole key point left, I think. So gonna have to roll. How much the damage on that?
Rolling it right now. It's gonna be a total of 16 piercing.
You're 22. So yes, 22 hits deflected. So I'm just reducing it to 0, and that's it. I am not gonna swing it through.
Cool. Yeah. Misses, and it's your turn.
Gonna look at this guy. I have so much damage that I can do. I'm gonna look at him and go, when I'm done with you, I'm gonna take 3 to 5 business days, and I'm gonna come for your boss, but Tell me, just like puts a hand on him. Which, do you know what vegetable knows kung fu?
What?
It's broccoli, and will proceed to make 2 attacks against the guy. Oh wow! Every time I roll a shitty joke, 4 and an 8. For additional 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit?
Yeah.
16 hits? Really?
Yeah, it's chain shirt.
One of my first notes was 4x guards, 16 AC potentially. 16 plus AC? So I got a 4 and 8, both of them hit.
What was your note for the AC of the other guys?
I didn't write anything. I assumed the warlock would probably have like a 12 or something, and a fire giant would probably have like a 20 or something.
Pretty close, but the 11 for the warlock and the 18 for the fire giant, yeah.
So gonna make the 2 of these here, 3 and a 1, of course, because when I roll bad, when I make bad jokes, I roll poorly. 3 and a 1 plus that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus the d6 of additional damage each time. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Rolled a 2 and a 1 on those d6s. 17 damage. Is he still standing?
He's the one that's been hit the least in this crew, so yes.
It's actually 4 of those. Ah, there we go. These key points are just like running out, man.
I mean, there's one guy left, so...
In fact, do that one, hit him with both of those, and I'll ask him real quick. You want to see something beautiful?
What do you mean?
Do you want to see the land that you seek to bless?
Looks at you with a confused face behind the garb mask.
Take my hand, and I will show you the most beautiful lands.
Give me a persuasion check?
Aye, persuasion. A +1 on this, so I'm hoping good roll. 16, dirty 16.
I'll take your hand.
This is so fucking dumb. So, she takes my hand, and I am going to use my bonus action to Step of the Wind. Okay. My Step of the Wind procs off a Wings Unfurled, which gives me a fly speed, meaning I have 50 because he is up willingly with me. I'm going to take him up to 50 foot, and as I do, I'm going to go, look at these beautiful lands. Tell you what, that church is incoming awfully fast, and I'll let him go. And I'm going to just drop him 50 foot.
Alright. Yeah.
It's arguably going to be more damage than trying to punch computers. I'll just do. So it's a 5d6. And also, just whilst I'm up there, I'm going to be looking to see where that warlock went as well. I'm not going to chase him, but I need to know where he went for next time.
5d6. Right?
Yeah, 1d6 for every 10 foot dropped.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. This is why I say experts, because I don't know as many rules as the other people that I usually bring on here do.
You've got no idea. If I had a nickel for every time I had a player with a flying speed to get knocked unconscious whilst they were flying, I'd have a lot of nickels. And it's always the one player. She knows who she is.
Okay.
Does he go splat? Does he go full Robocop 1 out the window with extremely long arms that make no proportional sense?
I rolled 16 damage. This guy has 17 hit points left. He has 1 hit point left as he drops to the ground on his face. I rolled 16 damage and he has 17. He's 1 hit point as he's just.
Oops!
He's like, he like lands on, looks up at you, still breathing, barely.
Oops!
It's like kind of like a little bit of blood comes out of his mouth. His ears are all cut up. His mask is entirely off. Comes up. And then looks at the sun. And burns.
Fatality.
Oh. It's my turn as I like drop on back down with like that slow fall. And it's gonna like stand there in front of all of this and like yep. That's 3 to 5 business days. That's what I need. He's gonna start like shambling off really slowly in the direction that the cultist went. The cultist, the warlock.
Yeah. Before you do, make a perception check.
Dog, and that 20 for 28.
Hey.
Why couldn't you have done that in combat?
You see, that, as you're walking away, you, like, hold the wall, and the wall kind of falls a little bit. And as the wall falls a little bit, there is sack of money and a scroll. And you see, is addressed to you from Marcus. It's like, if you end up living, here's a reward. And also, there's a couple potions of healing in there. And the whereabouts of the church. Because you've known for the past while that every time Marcus has been brought to the secret church, he has been blindfolded. Now, why might they blindfold somebody who they believe is already blind? Well, they want to make sure that they trust these people. So they've been blindfolding everyone that they bring except for the person that obviously runs the place. Now, as they slowly gain their trust, they slowly take the blindfolds off. Some of them are blind already, so that it's not like they can really see the place, but your friend isn't blind. He sees. He knows where it is. And now you do too.
oh no. So I'm gonna like look at this and like it's like the blood and there's like the sweat. It's just like because I mean like that's a fire giant. I can't imagine I'd done anything but sweat. The closer I got to that thing, it's like pouring off and looking at it and like almost kind of sweat blinded a little. Just like looking at it and like holds it up to get like a better look and like looks at the other map and looks at them both and like so I was like just gonna like intersect them together and looking and he looks at it like puts like a finger in his nose and like kind of fires it like a clot of blood from the other one, looks at the map once more and I have no fucking idea where that one is either. Why can't he just write the name of a town? Oh, grab the healing, like drink the healing potion. It's like, it stretches his legs and like the bones crack. Sits down like next to the rock and like grabs the bag and like bag on the right hand side, like just flat rock on the left and 1, 2, 3. And just like starts counting the gold one by one, and like little piles of 10. It's just like tries to rest it off, thinking of like next plans.
Count about 82 gold.
Damn.
And a eyeball.
Okay.
As you look at the eyeball of your friend Marcus, you turn that letter on the back and you see, "Don't test us." From someone. Seems like Marcus might not be alive anymore. But you do have a map and some gold and an eyeball.
So look at the eyeball and a little note and I think that'd explain a lot. Well, look at like the dead fire giant, the dead guards, the one that kind of like ran away and like all the footprints and such, and so what okay. Like sort of like flips and thinks like that sun starts to like rise up a bit more and thinks about all the things like Marcus has done up to this point here. Thinks about everything he just went through in there. Thinks about what will probably happen next now. It's like see some of the fire giant this time, fire ants that time. It's gonna be something bigger, something more fiery probably. Much bigger, much harder. These guys are pyromaniacs. Do I need assistance? I might just need assistance. He went off to the east. So he's went off to the east. Then I'll head off to the east. Closest town is somewhere. Just need to rest, recuperate, rethink. Well, like stand up as he does it. Oh, and the bones creak once more. He's like cracks his back and bath. Yep, I need a bath. Had a little sack of gold and like you take a look around and realize, hey, this is a little sus looking. So take like some of the bodies, like try to arrange it like these three guys trying to fight a fire giant and completely lost. Like, yeah, good. Like, you know, place them around and like set like little fires around real quick, just like try and make them look a little bit more charred up, and he thinks he's done like a good enough job. Like, okay, nobody's going to ask any questions about that. Anyway, and then he'll turn to the west and start looking.
Hope that was fun.
I've never had to think so tactical about a combat before. However, that's the like 5th time that I've had a monk that almost died doing stuff. Sadly, I can't help but do stupid shit. I am a stupid type of guy.
But hey, thank you so much for joining me on this one-shot adventure.
Yeah, but well, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It has been, shall we say, an experience.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've just had to knuckle into stuff and get it done.
that is fair.
And God, I won't be doing it again until tomorrow.
So long away, so long away.
And I can now put these books back and go back to being the rules lawyer. It's the worst job to have, but somebody's got to do it.
Yep. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I have been your lore keeper. This has been Matthew. I have been Trevor. It's Scottish. And see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah, people searching.